Rachmaninoff was not a professional choral musician. He wasn't a church composer or a church musician. He was a pianist and a composer, and for some reason he wrote a couple of big major works for choirs that had their basis in the Russian Orthodox liturgy. I think that's important to realize when you deal with the Vespers, because you look at it on the page, it's immense. It's immense. Rachmaninoff had huge hands and he could move them very fast. And he transcribed what he knew from his own experience as a pianist. He said it for voices. He was merciless in terms of his singers, but in that he was free to really express a very personal, heartfelt vision and response to his family and childhood experiences as a Russian, as somebody who grew up in the Orthodox Church. As he said at one point, he used to go to church with his grandmother and he would hear the chants and they just stuck in his head, and he turned around and wrote them down and harmonized them and came up with the Vespers. The Vespers is therefore a very idiosyncratic, personal, heartfelt work that stands pretty much on its own in the canon of choral music. Our actual recording sessions took place at Monastery of the Holy Cross, which is in Chicago's Bridgeport neighborhood. This is not a prominent location, but the acoustics in this building are just stunning. It's a fantastic place for choral music. We're very fortunate to have Mary Mazurek and Mark Travis as our engineer and producer. Mary's the chief engineer at WFMT, and she's used to working with the very best people who come through Chicago, and Mark himself flies all over the world producing concerts. And they have the skills to edit things out, clean things up, and just as important for a group like ours, to be really encouraging of us and of our efforts. They're incredibly skilled and calm people, and I've done a lot of recording with other groups, with Shaw, with Helmut Rilling and Oregon Bach Festival and so forth, and I know that it's a real skill to deal with the performers, with the artists when you're doing this. We had a remarkably peaceable and positive experience in our recording sessions.